do not be fearful. God is with you. Go ahead, spread your wings, do what you have to do. That's the reason I got so emotional. And I kid you not, that same Sunday, it was a Sunday, I got up and I applied for the apartment that I was eyeing, that I fell in love with. And
Hey, welcome back to the channel. Let me apologize if you hear the humming of the air conditioning. It's hot, so we need to be cool. Now, yesterday I was home and I was browsing and I saw one of my favorite YouTubers posted. I posted maybe one video about her before, and she did this one where she is talking about changes that are coming and what's happening in her personal life. And that is none other than the lovely Alicia. Now, before she started the video, I want to touch on the salient points for me. She said she will not be sharing her personal life, updates on her personal life. So don't come over in her space of info that we know that she was married, and people need to understand. People don't have to say everything. If you don't, we know that they were having problems. You don't see him anymore. He took back his stuff, his laundry detergent and his bed. It is obvious that they have parted ways. You do not have to ask. And one of the things that irks me with social media and those of us who consume content that people put out is our feeling of entitlement, that we need to know like what's going on in people's personal lives. And we tend to forget that just as how you want privacy, even if they choose to share their lives, that they also require privacy. So don't go on the woman page and ask about her husband, because I guess people are asking, but I've never seen those comments, because she has a lot of comments and I can't read through them. But the ones that I read, I do ever see, but I guess in the middle of where I don't go, that people are asking like, why would you do that? It is obvious that they are not together. I remember also in the video, I wrote my points down, but I'm just saying, I remember in the video she said that when she moved, she had plans of starting a family. Let me tell you something. You see, God's destiny and her plans, they did not align. You understand? And God said, you're not going to make no children or no child for this man. Could you imagine if this girl had gotten pregnant for this man? This would have been a very messy situation. And when she was like, I'm 34, I have no baggage, meaning she doesn't have children and she doesn't have any ties really, so she is free to spread her wings and soar. I was like, yeah girl, you go. So basically, she's moving, she's leaving Florida, and I think it is good for her to get out of that space, because there carries a lot of memories, not entire Florida, but maybe close to where she is. It carries a lot of memories, happiness, pain, disappointment. She cried a lot of tears that we did not see. And it is time for her to move out. And, I felt so moving, and she said, she was fearful of moving. I don't want to say to anybody, and to me as well, that God has not given us a spirit of fear. He has not. So if these signs are there for us to do something, let us just move with God. She will be moving to New Jersey. I think her brother is in New York, so she'll be closer to him, because she was talking about the rent in New York and the prices are really expensive. So she shopped around, close in that area, and she found somewhere in New Jersey. People were also inquiring, because she was very inconsistent lately in her posting, if she's done with YouTube. And she said, no, of course she's not. This is going to make content. Let me tell you something. Is moving content, is decor shopping, is setting up the new apartment. Because, and people are going to watch because she's genuinely a likable person. And she has a great persona. One of the things I think for her, because of she has honed her niche, she is going to have a larger following. And listen to me. This is her time to shine. She's going to shine, and she's going to do well. She also stated that experiences change us. And she said that she has been changed. She has grown. She has learned. And that is what life is. And the person she is now is because of the experiences she would have gone through. One of the things I think I'm aware of, and I think all of us are aware of, people don't need to come and say everything to us, but that girl, she cried a lot of tears. She cried a lot of tears. I think she did love that man, and she probably still loves him. And she would have seen that relationship through to the end. But you see, in a relationship, you can't be the one who's always compromising and the other person is not compromising. And she realized that listen to me, I think this is what will happen. If Alicia Kim did not leave that relationship, she would have lost herself. And now she's finding herself and she's happy with who she is as a woman. And when you look at her, she looks like a person at peace and she is happy. And that is what we need. There's a text in the Bible that says, right? I wish above all things that you prosper and be in good health, even as your soul prospered. So to one of my favorite YouTubers, girl, as you're moving, you know you have a whole 125 and counting thousand subscribers and counting behind you. We're here to support you. We're going to be watching. And we get those big brand deals. We're going to be here cheering you from the sidelines. Because we're happy for you. We've seen your growth. We've seen your pain. And you've always been so open and vulnerable. And I think it is good that you are kind of realizing that you don't need to put all the business on social media. All the best in your move. And thank you for listening. Goodbye.